First off, I just want to say that I'm not good at making these videos, because this is like the first time I've ever made one, because I'm really shy and I'm actually shaking right now, so I apologize if I'm too quiet or if I stutter and mess up a lot, but there's been something that's been bothering me. I don't know if someone's talked about it before, but it has to do with the music industry. I've seen people hate on all these bands and artists that you don't even personally know. Just because they're more mainstream or don't even have the most meaningful lyrics does not mean you need to trash talk them. I'm not talking about Nicki Minaj and all of them. Whatever. I'm not a big fan of them, personally. Think what you want about them, but I'm talking about like bands ranging from Blood on the Dance Floor to One Direction, all between there and stuff. Now, let's start with Blood on the Dance Floor. People call them rapists and say that they've done things to fans when you don't personally know them yourself. You don't know this is true. You don't have to listen to everything on the internet. It's not true most of the time. I'll tell you from an personal experience that they are some of the sweetest guys I've met. Because my best friend is a fan of them and their music helped her through a lot. So if you want to trash talk them, keep it to a minimum. Because you don't know them. You don't know all these bands at all. I don't know them either, but that does not mean I can't stick up for them. And moving on to like One Direction, just because they're a bigger band with a big fan base does not mean you have the right to call them all the names you call them. They did not have fame handed to them. They were on a show, yeah. So what? They worked to get on that show. They worked to get to where they were. I didn't follow it, but I saw stuff on Twitter and Tumblr from some of my followers and people I follow. So I kind of have an idea of how that went down. But so what if an artist doesn't have meaningful lyrics? You don't know how those lyrics affect their fans. Let me tell you from an actual personal experience from the band You Made Six. Yes, they have good lyrics and stuff, but I went through a really tough time, and they helped me through it. So bands like Blood on the Dance Floor can help people. Even Nicki Minaj could help someone. You never know. Everyone has their own problems. Everyone has their own music taste. Just because yours is different does not give you the right to trash talk them. If you listen to One Direction, you don't need to trash talk the other bands like All Time Low and all of them. Because I've seen it happen. And same with Justin Bieber fans. You don't need to trash talk other fan bases just because they don't agree with what you think. In the past, I have said some bad things about bands, but I don't even know why I did that because I didn't understand yet. This was last year sometime, and I honestly didn't understand what music can possibly do to someone. So I just thought, why not trash talk them just because I have the right to? Yeah, you have the right to do it, but you have the right to do it to a certain extent. You can hurt the band's feelings if they end up seeing your comment. Calling them talentless? That's ridiculous. If they were talentless, they wouldn't even be to the point where they are. If they were talentless, they'd still be at home doing nothing, going to school, like ordinary people. I'm not saying that ordinary people don't have a talent, because I'm sure many people do, but calling them talentless is obviously a lie, just because you don't like what they do. So I just wanted to say that stop hating as much as you do. I don't care what you think, to be honest. If you want to hate on this video, I don't care. I doubt anyone's gonna watch it, to be honest. But this has been bothering me for a really long time, and I just wanted to stick up for these bands who have worked hard to do a lot of stuff. And someday, if I am in a band, like I'm hoping to be a drummer, I don't want people hating on me, because I know that I feel terrible. Coming from struggling through the beginning of high school, getting bullied, that's even bad enough. But having fans and getting hated on is horrible. So just try to keep your opinions to yourself. Don't overdo it. You don't know what people have gone through and what music has done to help people. And you don't even know what these bands and artists have gone through themselves. So just keep your opinions to yourself. Say a few things if you want. I don't care. Just don't be horribly rude. Be nice about it. Say, oh, I'm sorry, I'm not into that kind of music. But if you like it, that's cool. Because that's what you're into. That's totally cool. There you go. You don't have to go, oh no, you're stupid. And that band's stupid. But that's pretty much it. That's all I wanted to do. So if you watch this, I'm actually pretty embarrassed to be honest, but thanks for watching it, and I hope people actually listen for once. Because I know people on the internet don't listen, but yeah,